Welcome to Audible Stories. The Selfish Death. Once upon a time there lived a heron by the side of a pond. He used to catch the fish from the same pond. He always had a full meal, but with the growing age he got older and weaker. He became so weak that he could not arrange for his food. The condition was that the fish swam around him, but he could not catch them due to his weakness. He was now getting lazy and going crazy about his health. So one day, as he was extremely hungry, he hadn't eaten anything for the past many days. To satisfy his hunger, without much toil, trouble and efforts, he devised a plan. In order to start off with his plan, he went to the side of a pond with a gloomy face without any intention or attempting to catch a fish. The fish and frogs thought why he was not trying to catch any food. One big crab, on seeing the sad heron, asked him what the matter was. This big crab, who was wise and clever, often helped the fish and other creatures in the pond. On seeing the gloomy heron, the crab asked him once again, what was the matter? The heron said, "Alas! I am worried that the pond is soon going to be devoid of any fish, which are in turn my source of food. I have heard that some people are going to fill out the pond with the tank of mud and grow crops over it. I have also overheard a group of fishermen talking about catching all the fish from this pond before they fill up the pond with mud." All the creatures of the pond got worried after hearing the heron. He said, "I know of a pond somewhat far away, where all the creatures will be safe. If the creatures are interested, I can carry a few each day to the other pond where they will be safe." The heron also confirmed that he required rest between trips due to his age. Also, he would be able to carry a few fish at a time. The creatures were ready to go with the heron on his condition. All the fish were eager to make use of the heron to reach a safer pond. Every day some of them volunteered to go with the heron. In the very first trip, the heron took some fish in his beak, but instead of taking them to another pond, he took them to a nearby hill and ate them. After taking rest for some time, again when he felt hungry, he took the second trip. Each day the heron took some fish in his beak. On reaching a large rock, he would eat the fish and leave the bones at the rock. In this manner, the heron was getting a continuous supply of fish without any effort at all. Within a few days, he regained his health and became fleshy. The big crab also wanted to be saved. One day, the crab requested the heron to take him to the other pond. On observing the heron regaining his health and strength, the big crab became curious and asked heron that he would take the next trip to the new pond. The heron thought it was a nice idea to try different food. He agreed to take the crab on the next trip. On the next trip, the crab happily went with the heron. During the trip, when some time had passed, the crab asked, "How far is the pond now?" The heron found that the crab was quite an innocent creature and would never know about his evil plans. So, he said angrily, "You fool, do you think I am your servant? There is no other pond around here. I made this plan in order to be able to eat you all. Now you too be prepared to die." When they got closer to the rock, the crab realized what the heron had been doing. The crab understood the foul play of the heron. Without losing his senses, he quickly tightened his sharp claws around the neck of the heron. The crab snapped off the head of heron. This way, finally the heron died a selfish death. The crab somehow dragged himself back to the pond and narrated the whole incident to all the creatures of the pond. Every one of them thanked the crab for his effort, and giving the heron a selfish death for his foul play, and they all lived happily thereafter in the same pond. If you like the story, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening.